Well, here we are for the next Melega auction. Looks like another great one. As eclectic as ever. It's leap year, Sadie Hawkins Day, I was just advised. And just to show you some of the different things. Everything's different, but check all these partially finished rods here. And all those cork roundettes for the, well, you can check them out yourself. Here's where they go. Lots of decoys, lots of good decoys, fun decoys. I never venture to value them because they range crazy like. What's more, the main information's on the bottom, so you just have to come early tomorrow. Doors open. What time are the doors open again?
7:30 for preview.
7:30 for preview, and if you don't preview, you shouldn't be an auction goer if you don't preview. Of course, I'm giving you a bit of a preview. This is called a Rooster. Wow, plaster Rooster. Cool. There's some nice copperware. Now here's this is, remember the cork? Check, cork's gone, but that head's still in there very nicely. Now here's where things get a little weird. What's that, a cuckoo? Cuckoo clock. And yes, for those of you who collect whips for Saturday nights, somebody's parting with their private collection of lightly used whips, hopefully lightly used. Wow, how many of us, I shouldn't age myself, but I spent many a secret phone call back as a kid. You didn't dare make a phone call from the house if you were calling a girl. This is just very sweet. Century of Progress, World's Fair, Chicago, yada yada, cha-ching, 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 yada yada. Worth some bucks. Now here's one that has a lot of the detail on it. Jersey white cedar, hollow. Birdsall. Birdsall. Call you on the horn. And again, this auction, a little more than some of the other ones, is sprinkled, seasoned with decoys. And there's the old Harisia, I believe. Harrisville. They actually called it Harisia when it first came out. Some vintage military type trains from Lionel. Lennox vases. You're used to seeing Lennox glassware, but there's a phase of them you don't see as much. Isn't that weird? Some of the oldest stuff, this newer thing is worth way more. Yeah. Hello. Go ahead, blink, and I'm out of here. There's actually a word, and I forget it now, for fear of dolls. No, it's not dollophobia, but it's a prominent enough fear that they have a word for it. Oh, my original ice skates. Remember when you used to just put the ice skates on the shoes, on whatever shoes you were wearing? I shouldn't show you this, but I will. This is the Carlton house key for the locks. I'll let you The old Beatles tray, who knows? There's some Beatles things that are worth a mint, and others I just don't know. You have to know your Beatles stuff. A lot of good glassware, you'll see in a minute. Some real nice glassware.
You didn't test the phone. Alan said you didn't test the iPhone.
And we got our old tuckered in photos, and like to have a real estate tilt to them. And again, you got your tuckered in papers, Master Carpenter certificate. Again, you got to get here early. Look at this stuff closely. Check what's of your liking. Bring a pad along. Write down the number. Oh, this is tiny and tucked away, but is that sweet or what? Opalescent, burst black, Tiffany style. And again, another piece behind it, very similar. That's a lot of the opalescent look that's at this auction. Those are a joy when you put in the windows. Historic, tuckered in, customs, as in the keeper of Long Beach and Bond's Life Station. Tell me that doesn't have some importance. Maritime Museum should be over here checking some of this stuff out. Whew. Boy, is there some nautical stuff here. United States Life-Saving Service. What of a casualty. Here's a major swan for you. Big works in the decoy realm. I realize I'm going kind of slow, but I'm looking at this for the first time myself.
I've seen some of
More historic stuff, and I always tell folks, make sure you check these lots, as they're called. The whole box is usually, in fact, they do go as one. So you look through them carefully to see. Okay, we were here. Remember that? Let me go back. I got to speed it up a little bit. But that's tomorrow. West Creek, Eagleswood, Fire Hall. Bring your jewelry eye with you.
none of them are really that.
Cameo eye. Bring your cameo eye.
So this one looks, it's hard to even.
And again, I'm just giving you glancing looks at the box lots.
What is that?
You got to come and look through them and look at every single piece that's there.
But if you didn't know.
And I have found some good things at the bottom of boxes. Oh, these are kind of scary. Yeah. I should know who this is, but I remember seeing on Antiques Roadshow the guy that does some of those designs. There's Yogi. Oh, no, not that. That's Marilyn. That's not Yogi. This is sweet. Okay, and there's your gold-plated flatware. We're going to zip over here. The nautical telescopes like you see in the swashbuckler movies. And again, here's some more of that iridescent glass. Just sweet stuff. Some originals. Some old prints. Loads of decoys. Oh, there's your smaller shorebirds. A lot of people like the willets and the sandpipers and that. Boy, that's pretty. Snow, Canada geese in the snow. And again, right back to the modern, which Boy, if we'd only kept all those things we had as a kid. Stuff's pretty interesting here. It looks like soapstone, but I think it's apatite. Mainly because there's a lot of carving marks still in it, and with soapstone they usually get sanded out. But that's good stuff. Tuckerton Railroad, Tuckerton Railroad, Tuckerton Houston, Tuckerton the old antenna. All this is local memorabilia, which basically you got to know what you're looking for, and voila, there it is. So basically, you want to get here early, you want to check out everything. I will mention that there's going to be mainly parking in the back because the big field that we usually park in is being used. So come around back to park, you'll be able to. Again, another great auction. See you here in West Creek tomorrow.